afternoon. Thank you for joining Oyo State today on BCOS television. I am Belumi Asende. 100 Christian pilgrims from the state have returned safely after completing their pilgrimage to Israel and Jordan, despite tensions arising from the U.S.-Israel and Iran conflict during their stay. Staff reporter Adebayo Abdurrafi was at the Total Guarding Office of the State Pilgrims Welfare Board, Christian Wing, where the pilgrims were warmly received by family members and
For many Christians, visiting the Holy Land remains a lifetime spiritual aspiration, walking through places where Jesus Christ lived and performed miracles over 2,000 years ago. However, for the Oyo State contingent, the pilgrimage turned into a mix of devotion and anxiety as tensions escalated into open conflict during their stay in Israel. Speaking with BCOS News at the Pilgrims Welfare Board,
we thank God that we went on pilgrimage and we visited about more than 50 holy sites. And you see them, you are happy and they are in joyous mood. But our own is different. This is a pilgrimage in the midst of war, because we saw what really happened. Not that by say, we saw how missiles were lifting up, rocket going up. We were there. We also witnessed, and we also took refuge. We more than 8 times we rushed to safe protected area. At times we found ourselves under bunkered.
Some of the pilgrims, including Pastor Biodun Pokwola and Dr. Yabode Olusomi, described the experience as frightening, recounting how they witnessed missile movements across the skies. Despite the tense moments, they noted that the pilgrimage remained spiritually fulfilling as they prayed and visited historic biblical sites they had previously only read about in the scriptures.
For the first time in my life, it was terrible. We couldn't sleep. And the moment they release the missiles, we begin to run helter-skelter. And even the old men and women amongst us will be running because they are reserved and safe places. So those are the places we run to hide. So we're running there just to hide for those things not to affect us. But it was a terrible experience. But we thank God. We believe in God, and we trust that God that took us there will not allow evil to happen to us.
It's a wonderful experience that one is able to see the things, to touch the places, to put your feet on the ground, and to see that these things that happened more than 2,000 years ago, we are able to go there. The leadership provided by the bishop was excellent. He was not only a leader, he was a father to us, making sure that everybody was okay. We want to thank the governor for making it possible for us to be comfortable. We know that it was not, what we paid was not, what we used for this journey.
While commending the hospitality and arrangements made for the pilgrims in the Holy Land, the executive assistant to the governor on administration, Reverend Idowu Ogedengbe, applauded the Oyo State government for ensuring adequate logistics and safety measures throughout the trip.
It's a life-transforming and life-changing experience. Places we've got to read in the scriptures came alive. We saw all the footsteps, the pathways that Jesus Christ took while he was here on earth. And even some of the old patriarchs, men like Moses, men like John the Baptist, we saw some of the sites showcasing what they did. And that to us was a means of reviving our faith. The organizers of the tours were very friendly, they were very hospitable, and all our people have good stories to tell.
The Oyo State contingent had departed Nigeria on Sunday and was already visiting scheduled holy sites before the conflict escalated. The full abscondment or casualty was recorded during the trip. The pilgrims, who now bear the title of Jerusalem pilgrims, have since reunited with their families and returned to their respective towns across Oyo State. Adebayo Abdurafi, BCOS News.
Residents and citizens of the state should see themselves as major stakeholders in bringing sanity to the environmental situation in the state. The State Commissioner for Environment and Natural Resources, Engineer Ademola Aderinto, stated this while featuring on BCOS Kutu High Current Affairs program. Aman Bode Akinjola compiled excerpt from the program. But this report is presented by Mary Adedapo.
The Tuesday Current Affairs live television program, Kutuai, was a time to dissect the issue of environment and cleanliness in Ibadan, the state capital. Featuring on the program, the State Commissioner of Environment and Natural Resources, Engineer Ademola Aderinto, noted that attitudinal change is needed in Ibadan. He added that human attitude towards the environment is causing more to climate change.
The whole of each stakeholder is to understand that they are actually stakeholders. Stakeholders don't fold their arms. Stakeholders, they see themselves as major players. And environment is one of the ministries in the state where it concerns everybody. Nobody is left out. So long you are a citizen or you are a resident of your state, you are a stakeholder. Report anything happening around you. Tell people, instruct them to desist from any act that violates environmental law or even any law, anything against the rule of law of the state.
The State Commissioner frowned at dumping of refuse on waterways, road median, and misuse of dustbin provided for market by households. Engineer Aderinto added that the government will enforce strict penalties for environmental offenders and will consider shaming of environmental lawbreakers or culprits.
Market people, market leaders, we've been reaching out to you. We have a strategy already that within the next 6 months, all markets in Oyo State will be sanitized. Please embrace it with us. I promise you, if you align with us, within the next 5 to 6 months, all markets in Oyo State will be fully sanitized. And one of the things we are bringing back is the cleanest market of the month. We used to have it some time back. Now we're bringing it back. And maybe when we say cleanest market, maybe we are also going to be shaming the dirtiest markets so that everybody would know that they have to sit up.
On the issue of open defecation, the State Commissioner of Environment warned residents and citizens to desist from such act. On the entourage of the State Commissioner of Environment to the BCOS were top management staff of the ministry led by the Permanent Secretary, Dr. Sunday Ojelabi.
You can watch us on GoTV, channel 134 and channel 113 on Star Times. And now, before I go, report all criminal activities in your area to the police. Police is your friend. And that ends Oyo State Today. Thank you for joining us. Good afternoon.
Hey! Lassa fever, the hemorrhagic fever caused by the Lassa virus transmitted by rats and rodents, has broken out in some parts of Oyo State. In view of this, citizens and residents of the state are to please watch out for symptoms of Lassa fever around them, which are general weakness, malaise, headache, sore throat, muscle pain, chest pain, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, cough, and abdominal pain. However, the Oyo State government has called for continued comprehensive contact tracing and health surveillance in the affected areas to monitor and provide timely intervention for affected individuals and high-risk contacts. Also, the establishment of Lassa Fever Screening Center to assist in early detection, isolation of cases, and treatment to reduce the risk of community transmission. To avoid being infected, do well to cover your food items properly and keep rats and other rodents far from your environment. Protect yourself when you're around an infected person. This announcement is powered by the Broadcasting Corporation of Oyo State.
wọ̀kú lọ́rọ̀rùn pẹ̀sẹ̀ láti kéde nílé akéde tọ̀yọ́ ni ó nílò kó ṣe mọ́ dára rẹ̀ láàmú sọpọ̀ òun wọkọ̀ bọ̀ wá sílé akéde lóríta Basọ̀run nílùú Ìbàdàn mọ́ pàápàá jùlọ láti ṣe ìkéde yẹn polówó ọjà yẹn tàbí fi ń tọ́tọ́ tó sì yẹ tó àwọn aráàlú létí bóyá nípa àpàdé nípa àsọjí àbí nǹkan kan àbómi ìtẹ́bálẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣe ẹ torí agbègbè àgbáyé kẹ́ẹ̀nà tẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe hàn wá 09158703300 lórí agbègbè kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ WhatsApp nọ́mbà ìkan náà mọ̀ ní ọ̀rọ̀rùn pẹ̀sẹ̀ stress free courtesy BCOS. You don't have to stress yourself coming down to Ile Akede Orita Basọ̀run Ibadan again to make that announcement or place that advert. Book online, personal paid announcements, obituaries, or in memoriam, annual conventions, workshops, crusades, social diaries, inter-house sport competitions, musical shows or concerts, and other promotions. Very simple. Go online to book for transmission on BCOS radio channels or BCOS TV, or simply call 091 5870 3300 or WhatsApp on the same number 091 5870 3300. BCOS, a media giant in a class of its own.
ẹ káàsán àṣùkùṣẹ́ látàárọ̀ ìròyìn ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ la mú wá fún yín Adémọ́lá Balógun lórúkọ tèmi. Ọgọ́rùn-ún kan àwọn arìnrìn-àjò ọmọlẹ́yìn Kristi láti ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ni wọ́n ti gúnlẹ̀ láyọ̀ padà sílùú Ìbàdàn lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n parí ìrìnàjò ẹ̀mí wọn sílẹ̀ mímọ́ Israel àti Jordan pẹ̀lú bí lásìkò ó ṣe ń wáyé láàrin ilẹ̀ Amẹ́ríkà, Israel àti Iran lásìkò tí wọ́n fi wà ní ẹnu ìrìnàjò ọ̀hún. Akọ̀ròyìn iléeṣẹ́ wa Adébáyọ̀ Àbúrọ́fè ó wà ní agbègbè Total Garden nílùú Ìbàdàn tí í ṣe ibùdó olúléeṣẹ́ àjọ tó ń rí sí àkóso ètò ìdẹ̀rùn àwọn arìnrìn-àjò ọmọlẹ́yìn Kristi nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ níbi tí àwọn mọ̀lẹ́bí wọn ti ń fi tayọ̀tayọ̀ kí àwọn èèyàn ọ̀hún káàbọ̀. Àlàyé tó kù rèé lẹ́nu Alágòkè Ayọ̀rìndé.
Fún ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn ọmọlẹ́yìn Kristi lílọ sí ilẹ̀ mímọ́ ló máa ń jẹ́ ìpinnu ayérayé fún wọn níbi tí wọ́n ti rìn káàkiri àwọn ààyè lóríṣiríṣi bí ibi tí Jésù Kristi ti lò gbà àti bí ó ṣe ṣe àwọn iṣẹ́ ìyanu kan ní nǹkan bí 2000 ọdún sẹ́yìn. Wàyí o fún àwọn ikọ̀ ìrìn àjò láti ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ìrìn àjò mímọ́ náà ni ó dàpọ̀ mọ́ ìjọsìn àti ìbẹ̀rùbojo pẹ̀lú bí ìkáyàsókè ṣe ń peléke sí nítorí rògbòdìyàn tí ń wáyé lásìkò tí wọ́n fi wà lórílẹ̀‐èdè Israel. nígbà tí ó ń bá ikọ̀ oníròyìn iléeṣẹ́ wa BCOS sọ̀rọ̀ àjọ tó ń ṣètò ìrìn àjò lọ sílẹ̀ mímọ́ tàwọn ọmọlẹ́yìn Kristi nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ní kété tí wọ́n gúnlẹ̀ alága àjọ náà bíṣọ̀bù Adémọ́lá Múradéyọ̀ fi ìdùnnú rẹ̀ hàn sí Ọlọ́run fún dídá àwọn padà sórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà lálàáfíà.
A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run pé a lọ sí Holyland pẹ̀lú ìrànlọ́wọ́ gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ẹnjìníà Olúwaṣèyí Abíọ́dún Mákindé tán dúró tán tì wá lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n ṣe ohun gbogbo fún wa láti rí i pé ìrìn àjò yẹn ó dára púpọ̀ gbogbo tó yà fẹ́ lọ rí la rí ní Holyland ṣùgbọ́n ìtàwọn kan ò rí àwa gan bá lọ́pẹ́ gbà yẹn ní ìjà Iran àti Israel bẹ̀rẹ̀ tí Israel ibi tá a wà gangan ní nǹkan ti ń rìn jáde ní Israeli àwọn arábí náà wọ́n ju tiwọn jẹ́ pé kòrókòrò ní borderline tá a wà ní missile kan ló bọ́ sílẹ̀ lóṣooṣù wa òwe táǹgọ̀ pé àwa náà ní àlọ́ àbọ̀ gbogbo bí ká lọ rí la rí lágbára Ọlọ́run orílẹ̀-èdè méjèèjì Ọlọ́run dá sí àárín wọn àlàáfíà ó jọba àlàáfíà là á gbé lọ́wọ́ yóò sì dára fún àwọn méjèèjì.
lára àwọn arìnrìn àjò náà nínú ìta àtìrí olùṣọ́ àgùntàn Bíọ́dún Pópóọlá àti dókítà Ìyábọ̀dé ṣàpèjúwe ìrírí wọn bí èyí tí ó bani lẹ́rù pẹ̀lú bí wọ́n ṣe fojú wọn rí àwọn nǹkan ìjà olóró èyí tí wọ́n ń jù lórí òfurufú lórílẹ̀‐èdè Israel bí ó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé inú ìkáyàsókè ni wọ́n wà síbẹ̀ ìrìn àjò mímọ́ náà jẹ́ ìmúwásí ìmúṣẹ ohun tí wọ́n ní lọ́kàn nípa ẹ̀mí pẹ̀lú bí wọ́n ṣe gbàdúrà tí wọ́n sì tún ṣàbẹ̀wò sáwọn àyè pàtàkì èyí tí wọ́n ti kọ́kọ́ láǹfààní láti kà nínú Bíbélì tẹ́lẹ̀.
a kàn ń gbọ́ ìró ìbọn ìró missiles lálẹ́ tá a bá fẹ́ sùn àní àsùn fún bí ọjọ́ mẹ́ta àbí mẹ́rin tí kinní yẹn bẹ̀rẹ̀ nítorí tó bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ báyìí a máa lọ sá pamọ́ ni ó ní àwọn ibi tí wọ́n ń fi wá pamọ́ sí tán ní àwọn kinní yẹn ò lè débẹ̀ kì í ṣe nǹkan kékeré o ṣùgbọ́n Ọlọ́run ó dáàbò ẹ̀bò wa.
gbogbo ibi tá a ti ń kà nínú Bíbélì gba ọ̀rọ̀ Mósè nípa oríṣiríṣi ibi tá a lọ tá a ti ń kà tó jẹ́ pé a kàn ń imagine ẹ̀ ní a kàn ń rò fojú ìrò gbogbo ẹ̀ la rí tán júwe ẹ̀ fún wa tán sọ fún wa tá a gbàdúrà bẹ̀ inú wa dùn wípé bá a ṣe kéré yìí a rí gbogbo nǹkan wọ̀nyí tí ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹgbẹ̀rún ọdún méjì sẹ́yìn.
nígbà tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn ètò tí wọ́n ṣe kalẹ̀ fún àwọn arìnrìn-àjò mímọ́ náà nílẹ̀ mímọ́ láti ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ amúgbálẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ pàtàkì sí gómìnà lórí ètò ìṣàkóso Reverend Ìdòwú Ògèdèǹgbé lu gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ lọ́gọ ẹnu fún bí ó ṣe rí dájú pé ètò wà fún lílọ àti bíbọ̀ àwọn èèyàn àti ààbò wọn lásìkò ìrìn àjò náà.
a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run a dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gómìnà wa Ṣèyí Mákindé fún àǹfààní yìí láti lọ sí ilẹ̀ Israel a rí oríṣiríṣi àwọn ibi tá a ti ń kà ní ìgbà kan rí nínú Bíbélì àwọn ibi tí Jésù rìn gbà àwọn ohun tí àwọn bàbá wa ti láéláé Mósè àti gbogbo púpọ̀ nu wọn Dáfídì ibi tá a sin Dáfídì sí ibi tá a ti bí Jésù gbogbo bẹ̀ la dé àti ẹ̀dórókè ibi tí wọ́n ti dán tí Jésù wò gbogbo àwọn ibi tí a ti kà nínú Bíbélì ló ní a rí a ní àǹfààní láti dé ibẹ̀.
àwọn ikọ̀ arìnrìn-àjò náà láti ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ni wọ́n kúrò lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà ní ọjọ́ Àìkú tí wọ́n sì ń ṣàbẹ̀wò sáwọn àyè mímọ́ kí ó tó di wípé wàhálà bẹ́ sílẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ Àbámẹ́ta lásìkò ìrìnàjò náà kò sí ìròyìn nípa pé àwọn kan na pápá bora tàbí pàdánù ẹ̀mí wọn nínú àwọn arìnrìn-àjò láti ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ gbogbo àwọn onírìn-àjò ọ̀hún ni wọ́n ti ń jẹ́ JP tí wọ́n sì ti darapọ̀ máwọn mọ̀lẹ́bí wọn tí oníkálukú sì ti padà sílùú tí wọ́n ti wá. Ayọ̀rìndé Ọlágòkè lóròyìn fún iléeṣẹ́ BCOS.
ó ṣe pàtàkì kí àwọn olùgbé àti gbogbo àwọn èèyàn ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ kí wọ́n rí ara wọn gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tó ní nǹkan ṣe tá a bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀sẹ̀ ìmọ́tótó àyíká láti lè jẹ́ kí ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ kó dùn rí. Kọmíṣánná fún ọ̀rọ̀ ìmọ́tótó àyíká àti àkóso àwọn nǹkan àlùmọ́ọ́nì inú ilẹ̀ nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ onímọ̀-ẹ̀rọ Adémọ́lá Adérìntọ́ ló ṣàlàyé ọ̀rọ̀ ibẹ̀ lásìkò tó kópa lórí ètò iléeṣẹ́ wa èyí tá a pè ní Kùtù Àì. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Bọ̀dé Akínjọlá ó tọpinpin bí ètò ọ̀hún ti ṣe lọ àlàyé tó kù rèé lẹ́nu Ayọ̀rìndé Ọlágòkè lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i.
ètò iléeṣẹ́ wa BCOS lẹ́ka ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń lọ tí a pè ní kùtùwàì ìtò wáyé ní ọjọ́ ìṣẹ́gun ló ṣàgbéyẹ̀wò ọ̀rọ̀ àyíká àti ìmọ́tótó ìlú Ìbàdàn tí ṣolúlu ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí olùkópa lórí ètò náà, kọmíṣánná fọ́rọ̀ àyíká àti àwọn nǹkan àlùmọ́ọ́nì nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́, onímọ̀ ẹ̀rọ Adémọ́lá Adérìntọ́, wòye pé ó yẹ kí àwọn èèyàn yíwà wọn padà nílùú Ìbàdàn tí ṣolúlu ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́. Onímọ̀ ẹ̀rọ Adérìntọ́ fi kún ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ pé ìhùwàsí àwọn èèyàn sí ọ̀rọ̀ àwùjọ ló ṣokùnfà àyípadà tí ń bọ̀ ojú ọjọ́.
Torí bẹ́ẹ̀ tí àbámọ̀ bá ṣe ìdọ̀tí àti ẹ̀gbin wa lọ́jọ́ bó ṣe yẹ kó rí, torí tá a bá sọ pé ká gbé lọ sí ìpele míì, ohun tẹ́ ń pè lẹ́ẹ̀gbin gan kì í ṣe ẹ̀gbin, ohun tẹ́ ń pè ní ìdọ̀tí kò ń ṣe ìdọ̀tí. Àwọn ike tá a fi mu omi tàbí tá a fi mu ọtí ẹlẹ́rìndòdò tá a fi mú kù, wọ́n ń ṣe ìdọ̀tí. Àwa lọ sọ wọ́n lórúkọ tí ò yẹ ká sọ wọ́n, tá a fi ń jù wọ́n, tá a fi ń dákún gbogbo ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n ṣàkàwé nǹkan fún yín. Tẹ́ ẹ bá mú ike tẹ́ ẹ fi mu omi, tẹ́ ẹ mú tẹ́ ẹ sọ́lẹ̀ kó tó jẹrà, ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ mọ tí kinní yẹn ń ṣe, bó ṣe ń wọlé yẹn ó ń ba ilẹ̀ jẹ́ fún wa. Bó dẹ̀ ṣe ń ba ilẹ̀ jẹ́, oúnjẹ ò ní lè sùn wá bọ̀.
Kọmíṣánná náà tún korojú síbi àwọn èèyàn ṣe máa ń da ilẹ̀ sójúsùn omi sáàrin ọ̀nà àti bí wọ́n ṣe máa ń lo góró dalẹ̀ sí tí wọ́n pèsè fáwọn iléègbé àti ọjà lọ́nà tí ò tọ́. Onímọ̀ ẹ̀rọ Adérìntọ́ fi kún ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ pé ìjọba gbé ìgbésẹ̀ ìfìyàjẹni tó tọ́ fún àwọn tí wọ́n bá rú òfin ọ̀rọ̀ àyíká.
Ihun tó sì wà ńlẹ̀ yìí ó ju nǹkan tá a máa ṣe lọ́sọ̀ọ̀sẹ̀ lọ. Per second ni ìmọ̀ọ́mà yìí sọ ẹni Yorùbá. Ní ìṣẹ́jú àyá ni la gbọ́dọ̀ máa ṣe. Torí pé tí a bá mú iṣẹ́ yìí lọ́kùnkúndùn, a ní rí ìyàtọ̀. Torí ẹ̀ la ṣe ní pé ẹ jẹ́ ká mú wípé ọjọ́ báyìí la gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe kúrò. A rò pé yóò jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn wa kó yí nǹkan padà nínú wọn ni. Ṣùgbọ́n a rí wípé ìyẹn gan ló wá fún wọn ní agbára láti máa sọ pé ìjọba ti sọ pé ẹ̀ẹ̀kan lọ́sẹ̀ ni, ẹ̀ẹ̀kan lọ́sẹ̀ náà látún àyíká ṣe. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ọjọ́ mẹ́fà yòókù ni.